Welcome, all you amazing souls, to your Aries new moon reading. And of course, we have a beautiful picture here of the Aries new moon, which it says in the bottom, go for it. And this card that comes from this beautiful deck, the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. And I do list all the cards I use in a reading in the description box below. If you're like me, I see so many beautiful decks out there, and I'm like, I want that for myself. So I have over 100 Oracle decks and over 20 tarot decks, and I'm okay with that. So if you want any of those are in the description box below with links over to Amazon. So I love that. Of course, the Aries new moon is bringing this beautiful, just tons of opportunities. So opportunities abound. You know, we get to step through those opening doors that are going to be coming around for us around this Aries new moon. So the energy encourages us to have courage, to step towards our dreams, to chase those dreams like with a little childlike enthusiasm, and know that they'll be satisfied. There's really this energy of less planning and more action, right? So we don't want to spend all of our energy on the planning stage. It's like, make some plans, but focus on action around this new moon. Use that energy that's available for us to do that. And, you know, believe that there's divine timing that's coming in for things too. You know, make the plans, put action, but for the results, don't focus on the results. Focus on the energy you're putting into the moment, into that current action. And as a little kind of ritual or a little action that you want to do, you can light a candle, because Aries, of course, is fire sign. Got all the candles going here too. You know, light a candle and put your hands over your heart and just affirm, I am on the right track. And then for this reading, we're going to ask, where can I take more action in my life? You know, is that towards my dream, or what advice can we get from the Creator and Spirit around where can we put more action into our lives? So we're going to jump into the reading specific to your sign right now. All right, all you Pisces, this is your reading for the Aries new moon, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And this is just going to be the advice that Creator has for you on where you could take more action in your life if you so choose. You never have to do anything you don't want to do, of course. So this is just advice from the Creator for all our Pisces. Where do you feel they could take more action in their life? Okay, they do want that one right there. And you've got chop wood. Great. Get out there and chop some wood. That's card number 42. And that, of course, doesn't mean just literally chopping wood. So let's see what energy comes in with this card here, and see where you could possibly take more action. Being grounded in everyday experience. Humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for realizing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks, it's a meditative, contemplative way you clear the energy to receive your aha moment, which brings you even closer to what you seek. Yeah, so the basic message for that, of course, is to come back to this moment, to this step, then the very next step, and not being so focused on the outcome in the future. It's coming back and really being happy right here, right now, in what task you're doing, knowing that whatever results come will come. But it's about living in the moment, because if you set your requirements for your happiness and your joy into the future, then you will never experience that happiness and joy throughout all these steps. And what if you never get there? Then you never experience happiness and joy, right? So it's about being happy in this moment for no reason at all. Then you never lose your happiness. Being joyful and finding joy in this moment for no reason at all. And then you never lose the joy. And you'll have joy every moment, happiness every moment up to that. And a little spoiler alert, even if you get to that point, you won't be happy or joyful, because once you get there, that becomes this moment, and then there's something else, some other requirement that sneaks in between now and then that makes you need something more and something more and something more. Or you'll eat of it and you feel empty still. You don't feel that wholeness, that completeness. And so you'll feel like, well, I failed, or I need to do something else. So this really is about coming back to the moment. Focus on this moment, be happy and joyful, and just do the very next thing and enjoy the very next thing. Enjoy the process, not the end result, right? We're also going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot. See what else the Creator would like you to know, or what advice they have regarding putting this action into this moment instead of all the future moments. Okay, they want that one and those two, and they do want that one too. What else? And that one, and that one. Okay, here we go. So we'll start with the ones that have already turned themselves over here. And you got the Princess of Pentacles. Pentacles is the outside world, and the Princess is kind of like would be the page in the standard tarot. They call them princesses in this particular deck. But this is about new opportunities, new things coming your way in the physical world. Also new messages coming your way in the physical world. So communication or connection in the physical world. So I love that for you, for everything we were talking about, because it is about being open to new opportunities coming. Because when you're not so set in that all these things have to happen for me to be happy up here, you can alter your course all day long, and each week change a different course, and it won't matter, because you're not like, oh my gosh, I'm taking myself off course and it's going to take me so much longer to get to my happiness and my joy. Because if you're sitting in happiness and joy right here, right now, boom, right? You can be flexible. You can allow things to unfold and not fear them, because your joy is not dependent on the outside, because you're joyful and happy for no reason at all. And you have the Prince of Cups. Here's the new moon, the Aries new moon coming up here. And this is your energy, Pisces. It's water element, it's emotions. And this would be also the Knight of Cups in the standard tarot, even though it says the Prince. You have a prince and a princess here. So you do have the divine masculine, divine feminine. And you can see here in his hand, he has the Ace of Cups. It's the Holy Grail, the chalice. And that's what this knight is questing for. It's for the ultimate emotion, right? And the ultimate emotion is in that cup. It's the living waters. It's the essence of the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. It's what we're truly hungering and thirsting for. That joy and that happiness I was talking about, it's in that cup. And that cup we find from within us. It's an internal quest, not an external quest. Because that emotion we find from deep inside us. You also have the Ace of Swords here. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. It's all that mental stuff. And the Ace of Swords brings you a wonderful gift. One, it helps you connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm. Those thoughts and those beliefs that are eternal and that are truthful. And it allows you to cut away the small t truths of the human side, all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos we feel need to happen in order for us to be joyful and happy. You can realize every moment is either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And that's the different small t truths of the human, rooted in fear and fight or flight, or these capital T truths of the spiritual realm that are rooted and grounded in the unconditional love of the Creator. And so this is bringing this awareness. You've got new opportunities coming in, and this is basically new thoughts and new beliefs coming in as you also are on this quest for that higher love. So it's a beautiful combination. Yep, and you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about a spiritual leader. And I love this because there's like two sides to a spiritual leader, right? You either have this loving spiritual leader who is rooted in this unconditional love, right? So this is kind of reflective of this Ace of Swords. So the spiritual leader who is grounded in unconditional love, those capital T truths, doesn't have all this need of things from the outside world because they have connected to this unconditional love already, right? And so they only are concerned about their flock, their congregation, their followers. And so they will create, if there's rules of any kind or any kind of ordinances within their organized religion or belief, it'll be to ignite and create love, unconditional love among, all of the people that are gathering together. And he doesn't worry about what, anything that's coming toward them, because they know they have everything they need inside them already. So they just know that when they focus on unconditional love and pouring it out and trying to ignite unconditional love among their followers, that is what they are like impassioned for, because they know that will ignite unconditional love among their group, and they'll be able to do more in spreading unconditional love to the world. And that's beautiful, right? That's like a lot of the great teachers that have walked upon the earth, and Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad, and all these beautiful, when you really look into any kind of organized religions, the core of it was love for them. It's just mankind, which is what we'll talk about next when they get involved, and that little child human inside of us feels unsafe and out of control. It freaks out and goes into fight or flight mode. It goes out of its mind, literally, with the blood rushing from its brain to go to its arms for fighting and its legs to run. And in doing so, it wants to feel safe again and try to gather more control, like get back their control, gain more control, and maybe even take control from others. So it transforms from this loving spiritual leader to this leader of the cult, because all they care about is their own power and don't care about how it impacts their followers anymore, right? And so that's what happens with those two sides of small t truths and capital T truths. And I wanted to give you that example. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this would be new opportunities, new things coming in, new ways of looking at your worth. So you have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Amazing. Out of 5 cards, you have 2 aces, but it's definitely about this newness that's coming in. This, new opportunities are presenting themselves. And that's great, because I really feel as you're kind of cutting away your attachment to old ways of thinking and end results, it allows you to really express yourself and journey in a different way, in a different direction even in your life. Yeah. Because then you have the Prince of Swords. So this is the quest for higher truths. And, again, he's wielding this Ace of Swords here. And I kind of want to rearrange these a little bit and put like the Prince of Swords here with the Princess of Pentacles, with the Ace of Pentacles there, and then you have the Prince of Cups and the Hierophant here. So reiterating the same messages over and over again, just showing you that they definitely have this message about movement into this different direction of your life, about coming back into this moment and letting go of all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that are just making you feel restricted. Yeah. Then you have the Judgment card. Card number 20, 2 X's, double endings, double new beginnings. And this is all about understanding that you are so much more than this human experience, and that you are also this higher spiritual being, because the little trumpet, you're waking up your smaller self, your human self, to things that are so much bigger, realizing that there are 2 of you that are living this human experience. They had me start this new free YouTube series called You Times 2, which I'll have down in the description box below, and it'll be linked at the end of the video here too. But it's all about getting to know these 2 of you that are living this human experience, your human side and that powerful supernatural side of it. And the videos are like between 10 minutes and 20 minutes, 1 per week. But they really are nudging with this card, because 20, 2 plus 0 equals 2. It's about the 2 of you. And there's been so much of this, seeing the 2 sides, seeing the capital T truths from the smaller t truths. And we talk a lot about that in those videos as well. So I love this little nudge for you to come back to now, where love and joy exist in this moment, because that is where we live, that is where it exists, not in the future, not in the past, but in the now. So really, it's all about coming back to the now. Like it says, you chop wood, you carry water, you enjoy each moment of the process, not getting attached to the outcome, but enjoying each step of your journey. So I love it. If you're also looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these new moon readings, I also put out full moon readings each month, also monthly readings for each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates for each of the elements like water signs, fire signs, etc., and a variety of other videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that will give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you just select all, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing any of those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, share a video, comment on a video, or subscribe to a channel, it makes the little YouTube algorithm so excited and wants to share videos on that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am definitely grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you want even more specific information for your specific life, I also offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, all you Pisces, as you go through this new moon in every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing new moon. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.